Phase Shift community! How we doing, folks? L Duckling. There's a name we haven't seen before. Riley. 2D Cowboy. 131948. Yo. Richard Maru. Massive drop in players this weekend. Yeah, I think that's normal though, man. It shows the content cycle. I think it's pretty fair enough that it's dropped off. They'll be back with something else. For sure. How's going, Kiyasu? How's everyone's weekend been? Happy Sunday fun day. No sound. What do you mean there's no sound? Just wait until more primaries get attachments. Yeah. Yeah, I think they might be muted. Because there's sound on my side. Sounds fine. Yo, Campbells, how you doing? No worries, man. It's so funny when you're on a stream and you're like, why on earth can't I hear anything? And then you're like, oh, I'm muted. No worries, man. How you doing? How is everyone doing? The player drop-off. I mean, we're saying there's a player drop-off. When I last checked, there was 70,000 people online. That's still a pretty good amount of players. 70,000 players. 70,000 on Helldivers. It's crazy this game is still so popular. I see the person moving, but the sound is on holiday. Exactly. Happy Illuminate Reparations Day, says Campbell's. Cow, you're the goat. See what I did there? We got people eating ice cream. I had. Not in the right stratosphere right now. Oh man, it's so much nicer to be streaming in a cool environment. It's much colder today here. Been raining on and off, so the air is clear. It's not like a sauna in here today. We might even keep the hat on. Squid bug MO, yeah, it's a filler MO for sure. That MO doesn't end until Thursday, so I'm wondering if they're going to actually keep that until Thursday or if it's just a filler until Tuesday. Can you give me some rain, please? I'll do a rain dance for you, man. Are you ready to spread that democracy? We're always ready to spread democracy here. Almost home. How did your festival go? Your show, sorry, festival. Tuesday, says Anthrax. Yo, Drunken, how's it going? Yo, XL, how's it going? Frank was very vocal after the stream last night about my comments about feeding him only bread. Yo, Dynamite, how's it going? How's Tricks, folks? He should be happy he has something to eat. Exactly. Archie, and you fed him. Nothing wrong with bread, Frank. Especially sourdough. Especially sourdough. So, before we get locked in today, chat, we are doing some weapon testing against the Illuminate, and we are also doing a tier list live on stream. I was just going to jump straight into the tier list, but then I realized I actually need to do a little bit of research before that because I have not got a full breakdown in my head. Things have changed a lot, particularly since they changed the weak spot, or rather made it more viable to shoot the weak spot on harvesters in the eyeball. So we're going to check that out. We're going to be debating some places I'm sure, because we never agree as Helldivers on where things go on the tier list. So let's see how we get on. But today, first and foremost, I'm just going to be doing some low-level Illuminate runs on my own and just getting a feel for some of the weapons. Weapons like the railgun have actually become more viable against Illuminate now since they changed the eye weak spot. Yo, Tobias, how's it going? And then weapons like the Commando and the Eat, like, thinking about where to put those.
The freedom of the galaxy remains in jeopardy. Let us join the fight. Expunge the Squids.
Gonna drop it down to like level 3.
This operation will fuel Liberty's future.
Need to find some missions that require us to kill harvesters, maybe. Four shots them, I think, doesn't it? I'll jump in for this one first and just see how we do. The music is fire. We aim to please in this digital society of like-minded, synth-driven individuals and highly adept analog maniacs. And speaking of which, Cal plays straight in with the 10, baby. Hey, appreciate you, man. Riley, you're a mad lad. W's in the chat for L Cal plays. Here's to democracy. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Yo, check out Discord. Yo! That is absolutely wild. We're on television in the Thack residence. There's a giant... Whoa, hang on. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Before anything, Thack, can I show this on stream? Or would you rather I didn't? Because I can talk about it beforehand. If you'd rather I didn't. Yo, Diver from Hell, how's it going? Let me know if I can show this. I won't. I mean, I guess you've put it in the Discord, but would you mind me? Yo, Hebele, how's it going? Lich, welcome. Yo, Campbell's with the gifted. Hey, appreciate you, man. Right. Let me just point something out here. Before we get locked in.
What a hot shot maniac. Get this legend sat down, pour him a drink, and give him a round of applause.
So, this is the Thack residence. Watching FaZe in the front room. Love that. Young Helldivers locking in. Lewis, get out if you don't like it. See you later. But is this a squid? I can see. Do we have to call the democracy officer to this residence? Do we need to call a democracy officer? That is a squid. Right in there. He's a dissident. Do your children know that they are under threat by the Illuminate in their own front room? That is the question. Or maybe they know more than what we know. And we've got a family that are harboring the squids to research and overcome our squid enemy. Hey, that's awesome, man. Hello to the Thack residents. And I hear that one particular Thack resident likes, get out of here, Arnold impressions. Get that squid out of here. Love that. Yeah, this squid, that's a great idea. This squid is called Lewis. Lewis the squid. The dissident. Get him out. We need... Let's not go too far, Rich. All in good fun. All in good fun. Boo! Oh, man. Thank you for making me smile, Thack and Thack residents. That was awesome. I was on about the squid. Okay. I just wanted to clarify that. I'm not a monster. Happy Sunday, folks. And I hope everybody in the Thack residence is having a good time. And thank you for sending that, man. That's made me smile a lot. That's so cool, man. On the, like, streaming is so crazy. On the front room television, the lounge, if you will. It's someone's house in the States. From here in rainy old England. That's awesome, man. I appreciate the support. It's so cool. And thank you very much for the 10 as well, man. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, if you're just joining us, folks, we're doing a little bit of a breakdown of weapons against the Illuminate before we do the tier list. Crazy Mr. Pips is in the chat and says, FaZe, I sent you my new feet pics as asked in Discord. Much love and hello, chat. Pips, why do you have to out me like that, bro? From the widescreen to smartwatch, PSC is spreading. We're on all formats, baby. All formats. Liberator Carbine is best. You guys are crazy. Yo! Cal plays again with the 10. Leak the DMs. Leak the DMs. We're testing support weapons. I actually sent it because I'm not embarrassed of what we have. I'm not embarrassed either, Pips. Leak the DMs. Thank you for the 10, bro. Oh, man, you guys are crazy. Absolutely out of your damn minds. Funny stuff. Crazy Mr. Feets. Feetsy Mr. Pips. Confirmed. Little lovebirds. Absolute mad lads, all of you. Check Discord again. Oh no, what's going on here? Yes, dude. Yes, dude. This is sick. Look at this. Pardo and Cole locking in watching Phase Shifter. Love that, man. Love that, man. Yo, Cole, how's it going, buddy? One of our younger members of the PSC. Rocking the PSC merch. You gotta love it, man. Oh, it's so cool. Thank you for all the support. It's sick. It's absolutely awesome, man. It makes me smile so much. Yo, Josh Reaper, how you doing, man? Yeah, man, we've got hats coming, guys. We've got hats coming. I've sent them to people who are in the postal codage I can send to. We are looking into full distribution. I have a couple of design pipeline issues, shall we say, but we're getting that sorted as soon as possible, and when we do, you will know. Lovely members in the PSC, mate. Very, very cool. We failed the major order. We did. We did indeed. We did indeed. But it's okay, because now we need to kill 2.9 million squids and 290 billion terminids. It's fine. Where's Cal plays with Pick with all his horses lined up watching the PSC? Oh, my Pips. Did Riley tell you that your that your cow jumped the fence and violated mine? It jumped the fence, dude. It jumped the fence and got me. Where we buy the merchandise, we'll be putting it up in the next month, I would say, hopefully. I'm having conversations. It's going to be incredibly quick once I get this little little bottleneck sorted out. It jumped the fence and violated the phase cow. Of course, the Pips horse goes crazy. That merch shop gonna get sold out within an hour. Where am I from? The UK. So crazy, man. I'm as concerned as I am interested, says Artian. Imagine how my cow feels. Pips hasn't replied because he's probably rolling around on the floor laughing still. That would be why. Pip's calf very on brand. Careful. Most violated by the sounds of it. It's gonna be hats, mouse things, hoodies, t-shirts. I'll be able to tell you more when I've actually got it finalized, but that's the goal. I don't want to sell stuff that's cheap. I want to sell stuff that's good quality and actually usable. Athletic like me, I'm not surprised. Yeah, that's in the second round. Sunamikan. That's in the second round. Probably doing CrossFit in the barn at night. It's doing those muscle-ups. Those kipping muscle-ups and those insanely high volumes of hang power cleans at an absolutely unimaginable weight. Anthrax with the Twitch Prime. Funny. Thank you very much, man. The Diamond from Hell says, in before Pip's feet pics get leaked by Thornton. Wow. Right. Anyway, enough chatter. We've got some business to take care of tonight, folks. Yo, Dynamite with the 5 gifteds. Holy Mother of Dragons. Travis Horton, Klim, Lich, Nicholas, and Darker. Hey, Darkrow got one. That's nice. Not seen Darker for a while. We are zooming in on 400 members this month, man. What the hell? 393 in June alone. That is crazy, man. The support has been unbelievable. We've also hit 23,500 subs. We're pushing for that 24K, baby. Will we get it by the end of the month? Not sure. Lich, congratulations. But that's wild support. I'm friend with Lich, says Habele. Me too, says Reaper. Dynamite, thank you very much for the 5 gifteds, man. And Campbell's is in there with one as well for Sunamikan. That's 394. Let's get that notched up a little bit more, shall we? You deserve the support face. Hey, Josh, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all just being here. I say this every stream. This is not expected. Like, you can sit here and watch and enjoy. Arching with the 5. We're going to hit 400 at this rate, man. 399. Who's going to get the 400th? We're trying to snipe for Herbele, Chopper BR, Bob Anderson. Who else got one? And then Archie's got the 400. Levin, Daryl, Brash. General Brash has got a membership, and Archie's just put it to 400 gifted memberships in 1 month. That is... It's coming off. 400. 400. Look at me. 400. What the hell? What do you mean? Does that mean you're going to get fed more than bread? No. We'll talk about that off stream. But how insane is that, Frank? 400! I can't see what you're saying, so I'm going to put the glasses back on. Cow works with the 5! Pardo with... Oh, no way. Why'd you do this, man? Have I missed people? Archie, hang on. Did I miss Campbell's drop one? Campbell's has dropped one for Alex. Counter works for 5 gifted. Pardo with the gifted. Thack with the gifted. Holy mother of all the dragons. Whew. How many? I'm losing count. Stop blowing my mind, chat. I can't count. I need to be able to count so I can make sure the number's right. Archie 400. 401. 406. 407. 408. 408. Gigant's just rejoined. 408, man. He's just going crazy in here. Woo! That's just insane to me. From the bottom of my heart, guys. Thank you, genuinely. 408 members in 1 month. The previous record in May was 358. That's like 700 plus. It's way more than 700 plus. It's 766. 766 in 2 months. You're carrying the channel single-handedly. To quote Goggins, who's going to carry the boats? The PSC are going to carry the boats. Clearly. Thank you so much, man. I'm supposed to be doing weapon testing, but this is mental. You got to enjoy these happy moments in live, chat. And I am so grateful. Thank you. Crazy support, man. Heart's going crazy. Thank you so much, guys. PSC for the win. Oh, if we beat it by 60, let's see if we can reach 500. If we hit 500, I don't know what I'll do. I need to do something to thank you, though. Like, this is the thing. I need to come up with some ideas to thank the community. Give back. Nutty support. Thank you. Pardo with another one. What a leg. What a leg, says Crazy Mr. Pips. Pardo makes it 409. Wax a leg is what he's going to say, isn't it? Get out of here, Pip. Wax a leg at 500. No. Just keep streaming. That's thanks enough. You streaming is the reward we all want. Wax a leg at 500. Bro, I'm putting it at 1,000 to wax a leg. There is no way Yo, Thack couldn't handle it being at 409 and has put it to 410. Thank you so much, man. Pardo with the gifted, Thack with the gifted, Kent Lou, and Inazamu Kick, or Inuzama Kick. Welcome in. Holy mother of all the dragons. 410, baby. Being able to go full time so we can watch your content more and the friendship we gained along the way. Hey. We're trying to get to full time.
It's all about humanity.
Let me tell you. And the support you're getting.
What a hot shot mania. Get this legend sat down, pour him a drink, and give him a round of applause. Welcome.
It's all about humanity.
What a hot shot mania. Get this legend sat down, pour him a drink, and give him a round of applause. Welcome.
It's all about humanity.
Muted. Hello. That was weird, wasn't it? The microphone just stopped working.
Get this legend
How far did you hear me?
pour him a drink.
When did you hear me? Weapon testing her, says PS Killer. Yo, PS Killer, how's it going, man?
Community.
Private game. This can't join without an invite. This is your boy, Sion. Yeah, we're not doing community games tonight, man. Thack, have you just dropped another? Go back 1 min. I can't go back 1 min. What was the last thing you heard me say?
What a hot
The microphone also wants to be fed.
this legend sat
410.
pour him a drink, and give him a round of applause.
Was it? Did you hear me say what you get for being part of the PSC? With fixed matters. My face hurts. I've been smiling so much since the start of this stream. I say this every single time I stream. This is my happy place. So yeah, going full time is the goal. We are working on it as much as possible. We've got a bit to go, man, but oh my word, you guys are making it. We're heading towards that reality. We're heading towards it. The support is insane. Thank you. You are doing your part. Absolutely. I should probably calm down and try and get some footage captured. Let's do some testing. I'm going to take the railgun for a spin first. Goland? Is that Poland? Goland? Goland? Where's Goland? Holland? Goland? Poland? I'll take a few support weapons down with us. The Commando is one that I'm interested in trying. And the Eat. And we're going in. But yeah, genuinely, man, thank you so much for all the support. I can't put into words what it means to me and my family. Genuinely. We're working towards stuff at the moment, and this is... I'm so grateful. Okay, let's get this railgun tested. With Judy by our side. Let's go, Judy. Let's lock in. What's the best primary against Terminids? Torture's very good.
There's something here.
Torture is very, very good. Music is a little bit loud. Should be okay, right? We are here on lunch break, says Zaku. Yo, how's it going, man? Oh, yes, there's plenty of enemies to deal with here.
Get these legends
Going on.
sat down
Yo, Linarian, thank you so much for the sub.
for a drink. Welcome to Species Community.
Can we get rid of these imitations, please?
Get these legends sat down
I'm gonna have to reset, because I'm getting slapped.
Welcome to the Species Community.
This is the future.
It's not very good against those boys, that's for sure. Yo, Fish, how's it going? Nice, happy you making it, man. I want to stream Helldivers, but I need to get the setup. What's the basic setup you need to start? You need a PC that can stream, and if you're just doing it to start out, just a microphone. Do you need a camera? Ideally, yes. My advice to anybody that wants to start streaming is don't dump loads of money into it. Like, just deal with it on a lower level. See if you enjoy it first. The idea of doing it versus what it's actually like is very different reality. So my advice would be just bring what you can to the table. Do it for fun. I shot its leg. We're actually going to die here, chat, and that's ridiculous. Shield in 1. Okay, that took it out in 2. Took that out in 1 and died. Fine. I will be a streamer one day like you. Do it. Streaming's a beautiful thing. Streaming is a beautiful thing. Super fun. Even veteran streamers like Phase Shifter can go on mute, exactly.
This is the future.
Chat, I'm getting cooked.
Evolution. This is the future.
Do you need a capture card? Well, it depends if you're playing on a console or not. If you're playing on a console... Whoa, my boy with the fast reaction time. Yeah, it's... The safe mode's off. Isn't it? How do you stream on YouTube? I'm not a fan of Twitch. You just make a channel and get set up. You need to follow a guide online that tells you how to set up streams. And crack on. Bro, I'm getting tilted. I'm not gonna lie. Where's the... This exemplifies why I don't really like the railgun here. It's been improved against harvesters, but it is ass. What? Yo, Unknown and Gwen, Helldivers and the PSC power couple are in the chat. How are we doing, folks? Good to see you. How's your weekend been? Great to see you, man. Oh, I need... I need to wake up. Where is it? Might give streaming another go. Last stream I had 50. How did you have 50 watching, bro? From nothing? Like, dude, that's incredible to have 50 watching. I've got 50 watching and I make videos all the time. So if you had 50 watching, dude, maybe you should be streaming. What were you streaming? I'm good, thank you, Gwen. Playing Mad Max. What were you on? Oh my. Wow. I'm just going to get away from here for a second. Third time's a charm. Yeah, we're playing terribly. I've not got particularly good setup here for this. I just need footage and some opportunities to test this weapon against things like harvesters, but we don't seem to be getting them on this difficulty, which is infuriating me. I thought you did get them on T3, but I guess I need the mission type. Can someone just confirm for me if I'm trying to get, like, heavies, do I need to go up a level? I don't do this testing malarkey often. Pips, if you're here, you do this. Takibo, someone. Oh, my. I'm having an absolute disaster here, chat. Yeah. My bad.
Your fellow Helldivers rage against the enemy's...
Yo, Mako with the 50!
What an
Yo! Hey, man. Thank you so much, bro. Hey, Face PSC, how's you? Man, we're good. The PSC going crazy once again. Unbelievable. 50! Hey, Mako. Mako's a big supporter of the PSC as well, man. He's an interdimensional legend on the membership scale. He's absolutely locked in on Discord. He's locked in games. He's locked in the chat. What a legend. Thank you, man. Appreciate you so much. I saw tier list. I didn't think you'd actually do it. Plymouth? What do you mean, bro? Is it minimum 5? Mako, man, thank you so much for the 50. Appreciate it so much, man. Huge. I don't understand what mission type I'm supposed to get. Lexi's also watching you on the big screen. Yo, Lexi, how's it going? Rocking those hats.
A failed operation. We will rise from its ashes.
Could someone explain to me what's going on here? Like, where's these mission types that I need? Do I go to another planet?
The Illuminate cannot be allowed to corrupt our planet.
There we go. But what about flesh mobs and stuff? I need flesh mobs to fight as well, because I need to test against that. Oi, lads, have you all remembered to like, subscribe, and get on the Discord and be part of the PSMFC? Flesh mobs spawn lower difficulties as well, says Nicholas. It's a new realm for me, you see. Do you know what? I might take the Blitzer here and just deal with trash. Rail. Commando. Eat. Beer. Yo, Kyle, how have you been, man? Long time no see. Before we drop in again, seriously, Mako, thank you for that 50, man. That is unbelievably kind of you, man. Thank you, thank you. I always like, and I am subbed, says JMR. Terrible. Cow. But we're getting there. We're locking in. We're locking in, we're locking in.
The Illuminate think they are above us. Prove them wrong.
The visibility on this planet is absolutely S tier, by the way. Couldn't have asked for a better planet to test on. Couldn't have asked for anything better. I just realized taking the Blitzer was a massive mistake. Oh, dude.
The Galactic War. A battleground awaiting your heroic intervention.
All these planets look great.
We will cleanse this galaxy one planet at a time.
Beautiful.
Victory of this operation has eluded our grasp, but our resolve...
I'm almost home. And yes, I'll be streaming after I get the horse put away. Yeah, I did, dude. I did. I just brought a Blitzer and hadn't considered breaking the shields to test.
Close your eyes.
And we're not doing any games tonight, Cow. We're testing and tier listing, and then that'll be it. Unfortunately, no community dives this evening, folks. Just to set your expectations. I know that's what we're used to here, but tonight isn't going to be that. I've got to get some footage.
The Illuminate reign of terror ends.
Clip maxing, exactly.
Deploying support weapon.
I'm tier listing live, yes. Tier listing live. This is the not fun bit, but we're making it fun by hanging out with the PSC. Right, here we go. That hit the fence. Great start.
Squid outpost spotted.
There's one. Possibly two. Oh, I didn't change the damn thing again. What am I doing, chat? Remove everything. We've got siege armor on using a blitzer. It just doesn't make sense. 3 shots to kill a flesh mob.
Autonomy is an illusion.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Autonomy is an illusion.
No. Okay. 5. 6. And my boys just walked through the car. 7. That was inconsistent. I don't know if that was on me. But we need to find another one to test that as well, chat. Blitzer is good to get the chaff off. That's true, but what about breaking shields? That's going to be a problem. Pip's just laughing his head off. Ah, no worries, man. Why has he not got his shield up? Now, okay. Oh my. Oh my. This is what I mean, though. This is going to be the problem now, because I'm going to run out of ammo. Your boy about to go to sail. Whiffed.
Autonomy is an illusion.
I'm dead. Laser! The calves are unhinged. Oh my. This guy. Give me the ammo, man. Yes. 1. Oh my. Yeah, the blitzer was not the call. The blitzer was not the call here, chat. This is bad. What? This is... Do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of trying to play against Protoss when you were Terran. Incorrect, fish. You need the sickle. This is going to drastically extend the amount of time I need to spend on stream tonight, I think.
This operation is no longer vital. We must redirect our attention.
Next.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
A very spirited animal. That's Pips' calf, yeah, for sure. You said scythe wrong.
Orbit synchronized.
Nah, we'll go sickle. And we'll get the hell off this and go for that. And we will go for the dagger.
I just wish you knew.
Guns to keep things off. And let's try that one more time. The railgun, the spear, the recoilless, not the recoilless, the commando, and the expendable anti-tank. Right, come on. Yeah, the scythe's nuts, Riley. It's a serious piece of kit.
Go with haste. Pry their creeping tentacles from this world.
Pips wasn't lying when he said he'd DM me, by the way, chat.
Sending down support weapon.
There we go. Hello, Mr. Harvester. Knock, knock. Oh, you got your shield. It's time to die now.
Objective completed.
Well, that was a shot. Okay, did that one shot it? I'm not entirely sure. Very nice, very nice.
Objective near your position.
Could someone just explain to me if that was a one shot or not, though? Like, had it not registered the shield was up the first shot, and then it was only when it saw me that the shield was on? Or was that a bug? Because I can't quite figure out whether that was a one shot or not, if I'm honest. Oh, look, my boy's here. Oh, yeah, nice. Very good. Think you should add car phase to the Super Destroyer? Why not? Why on earth not, Riley? Boom. That took the shield out, obviously.
No data lost. Sending replacement. Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched. Point me to the enemy.
Remove them. Nice, 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 nice. One shot. A one shot from the spear. Very good. What about a flesh mob? We need a flesh mob to hit. We need a flesh mob. Does it one-shot UFOs? Presuming it does, right? Or do you need to... So many things that I haven't, like, tested, really. Come to think of it. We need more ship upgrades, 100%, man. I don't think anyone liked Gas Dog pre-buff, dude. It was awful. Nope, it doesn't one-shot them, so I'm not interested. Yeah, remember going to that side. Remember that. We gotta keep pushing through. This is a very laborious task. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, man. I'd happily pay someone £1 million if I had it to just capture all this. It's outrageous. What difficulty will have... I'm going to have to go because I've killed all the harvesters. What difficulty will have flesh mobs and harvesters in the missions?
The enemy has launched a surprise attack on one of our planets. It needs our aid.
Sterilizer could do with a buff. 5. Okay.
The operation is failed.
But will that give me harvester missions as well?
Double our efforts.
Challenging and up.
Every sector in the galaxy must be purged of the alien menace.
Challenging and up. Let's just try this.
Coordinates locked.
I'm on 10.
Pods prime.
Was I?
Engaging orbital thrusters.
Jeez. Okay. Glad someone's paying attention. I'm just going to try this.
Orbit synchronized.
Keep the spear. We've got wasp footage from another stream. We've not used the recoilless rifle. The arc thrower. Let's get these eats and whatnot used. I'm tempted to just take the gas dog just to keep stuff stunned. Because this is quite annoying. Oh, dapper British gent, mate.
The Illuminate want to control it. To stay free, you must
Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Whoops. You were kicked for using a stim on someone. I don't know if that person knew what your intentions were perhaps geared towards. Right.
Sending down support weapon.
That's going to scramble me, right? Let's go this way. Let's go, let's go. I love how I can like lock into something and not really pay full attention to chat sometimes, and you guys just keep talking to yourselves, like with each other. I think that's a real sign of the community spirit we've got going on here. Spear shot off. Didn't one shot. Spear shot off. Still not. Okay, two shotted. How long have you been growing that beard, says Joshua. I have had this beard at various lengths. Probably for about 3 years. Three years, I'd say. The longest I've had it was like down here. About there. But like, I try to keep it shorter these days. Like, this is quite long, untidy for me now. I try keep it neater. Well, like stro content. That was probably one of the funniest things I've ever heard. Great stream, man. Throw some decent enemies at me, please. Like, where's the harvester? Let's just test that again. 1. 2. Nah, it's consistently 2 shots. Which means it's eat time, baby.
Sending down support weapon.
That was one. Didn't kill it. Two. Yo, Majin, how's it going? I'm gonna die. Yeah, we're dead here, I think. Unless I can find a stim. Yeah.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Ready to liberate.
Didn't I just throw... Oh, the Ion Storm stopped it. Yo, Tobias, thank you so much for the tier 1. Oh no, Campbell's for the tier 1.
Sending down support weapon.
Okay. Let's go give it a go. Where has he gone? Should take 3 shots.
Minutes left. We can't stay this low much longer, Helldiver.
Understood. We put 2 into it, but the other one's gone now, so we can't test the theory. Is it dead? Is that what's happened?
Freedom never rests.
Where's our friend gone? We'll just keep... Oh, is this him? He's busy hitting the container. We'll try hit the top of him. Yeah, 3 shots, like Nicholas said. GG, Nicholas.
Deploying support weapon.
That wasn't what I wanted. We need to find a harvester. We haven't had a single one yet. There is no squad, Aldir. We're playing on our own to get some footage for a video that I'm making. I'm doing a tier list later on. Yeah, the lock-on mechanism's a bit of a funny one. This is ridiculous. Where the hell are they? Hello?
Helldiver, you are moving.
Yeah. I need a mission that's going to have flesh mobs and harvesters in it. all the time.
Galactic war awaits.
So I need to find T5 harvester missions. Are they a thing?
Victory of this operation has eluded our grasp.
Or do you have to go T3 and then that means you don't get flesh mobs? Is that right? Mr. Pips is surveying the test conditions. I'm feeling like you're not going to get them. Not on 5. Yeah, this is very annoying. So if I want flesh mobs, I need to play 5. And if I want harvesters, I'm going to have to either play 7 and above or 3. I need footage of not just harvesters though, that's the problem.
Rise from its ashes.
Initiating STL jump 2.
Flesh mobs spawn on trivial.
Get this legend sack.
Yo, Mun264.
Someone or
Thank you, thank you.
welcome to the defensive community.
Hellpod launch initiated.
Too frantic, yeah. Yo, Hadouken! How you doing, bro?
The Illuminate code will pay for their transgression.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing here?
Deploying support weapon.
Oh,
Objective.
very red.
Position.
Prosperity! Get some!
Remove them! Taking a few hits. That's for sure. You hang them off a belt anthrax, usually. That's how I've done weighted dips and weighted pull-ups before. Although I say weighted pull-ups, I've never done weighted pull-ups. Never been able to do weighted pull-ups. Do weighted dips though.
Helldiver KIA deploying replacement. Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Point me to the enemy.
Where's my stuff? There's my stuff. Where's my backpack?
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Reporting to the front.
Where's the backpack? Oh, my days, man.
Helldiver KIA deploying replacement. Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Woo!
Joining the fray.
Please. There's the backpack. There's the backpack, chat. Right where I left it. On the pod. Oh. Let's try that again, shall we? Oh my days. I am getting beyond tilted here. Yeah, autocannon doesn't feel particularly goated here. I'm tempted to use medic armor as well, if I'm honest. Oh gosh, chat, I am getting very annoyed here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting very, 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 very tilted. Get out my way. Yo, Ugo, how you doing, man? Yeah, for real, man. I'm going to be awake till about 5 a.m., to be honest. I need to edit a video tonight because I have got no time this week because my 9 till 5 is about to go ape shit. So I have to get something out tonight. And this has taken me... It's taken me 50 minutes to get about 2 weapons worth of footage. So yes, I am feeling slightly annoyed. And I'm glad to document this for you all to laugh at.
Warning, you are leaving the mission area.
I need this! For prosperity!
Reinforcement budget depleted. Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Joining the fray.
Setting down support weapon.
We punch through the shield. I can't be bothered to try and do this. There, that one shot it, but that doesn't count. And let's go get this other one. Let's get a bit of success under our hats. Let's kill some stuff. It's taken me too long, chat. Where is it? Maximum RPM. I take all my anger out on this harvester. Where is it? El Harvestero. Where is it? Where is it? Don't even start, man. Just let me get this, please.
Objective near your position.
It's lurking down one of these streets. Oh, he's there, right on cue. Trying to hit the eyes, a bit of a nightmare.
The extraction shuttle awaits your request.
Another one.
Every sector in the galaxy must be purged of the alien menace.
FaZe, if you want, as a favor, I can video myself playing with all the support weapons and send them to you, and you can make a video called How Not to Use Support Weapons. Let me know. Thanks, man. That's a real help.
The operation was failed,
Appreciate it, man.
but instead redouble our efforts.
Changer les planètes. Yo, Geese, how's it going? Yeah, that definitely can help.
You have a strategic eye.
Nope, nothing here as well. Oh, that's why. Why is that happening? Keep switching. I must be pressing this without realizing.
This operation would hamstring the enemy's capabilities. The freedom of the galaxy remains in jeopardy. Let us join the fight.
There's a reason why
Initiating FTL jump 2.
I've got so much respect for people who do these test videos all the time, man. I just find this dry as hell. I'm trying to make it entertaining.
FTL jump
You blew them all up, says Geese.
mission coordinates locked. Hellpod prime.
Maybe a banana will help. That's an overly ripe banana, man. Anyone else hate bananas when they're like super, super sweet? Yeah, Mako, they've just upgraded they've changed the week spot, haven't they? So that's what I'm trying to check. just before I do this. Oh, man, there's so many weapons to do. Right, I need to just have a little range check here. I've got footage of the recoilless rifle in my videos already. I can use that. I've got wasp footage. I've got spear footage. I haven't got airburst, but we all know how that's going to end. I have some autocannon footage. I need more eat footage. I need commando footage. I need arc footage. I haven't got quasar. I have got loads of laser cannon. I haven't got flamethrower. I haven't got sterilizer. The escalator's bugged. Grenade launcher I haven't got. AMR I've got. Railgun I've got. Heavy machine gun I've got loads of. Stalwart I've got loads of. Machine gun 43 I've got. It's not actually that bad. It's not actually that bad. I think I might try and just clear these 3. And then go ahead and do the tier list. And then I can fill in the blanks.
Launch initiated.
Rich, I'll be putting... Well, no spoilers, but I'll be putting the airburst in D tier. I'm afraid. It just is not my vibe.
Deploying support weapon.
Just not for me, man. That's the only spoiler you're gonna get.
Objective nearby.
One. It's an acquired taste. Certainly is, man.
Helldiver lost. Sending replacement.
Ooh.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
My boy sniped me. It's what I wanted him to do, though, because look where I ended up. I saw that. Yeah. Number 3. 2 even. Scared of him, chat.
Support weapon.
All planned by phase 200 IQ. Exactly.
Liberty dispensed.
3. So 3 on there, 3 on the... 3 on the flesh mobs, 3 on the thingies. Harvesters. There's 4 shots, if I can remember correctly. No, not strictly. Look, I'm just getting footage, so when I make this tier list, there's footage to put over what I'm saying, because tier lists typically are quite boring when someone's just on camera talking all the time. I like to layer footage across it, so it keeps the viewer entertained. But in terms of how meticulous the testing is going to be, we're not doing a test video here. We're doing a bit of light testing so I can actually speak about it with a bit of a recent memory of using them. Oh, I'm not going to waste it.
Found something.
And, you know, there's things like the flamethrower and the arc thrower that work well against them, but you do need to really be using the arc armor to be really kind of in their face. I'm just sort of filling in the blanks of my knowledge where I can, so when I speak about this, I can actually be a bit more detailed on some weapons. Yo, this is ridiculous how little enemies there are. This is really counterintuitive to what I'm trying to achieve here, but never mind. So far away. Oh, imagine how good that would be, Rich. That would be so amazing if they chose to do that. Four shots takes that out.
You may extract with us.
The struggle for managed democracy continues. We have no time to waste.
I'm just going to drop in and try some arc thrower footage.
Mission coordinates locked. Help us prime.
Just remind me, the Wasp one-shots most of the Overseers, right? And is it 3 shots? Flesh mobs? Not what I needed to hear, Tobias. Thanks. Where the heck is my autocannon emplacement? I would, you know what I would love a laser cannon emancipator. Imagine a laser cannon emancipator. That would be so good. Overseer's one shot. Thought Wasp was 4. Huh? Is it 4 for flesh mobs? Four on the flesh mob. I've got the footage of that. I just wanted to make sure I got my facts right. Oh! Woohoo! Oh, they do need to update ship modules. You're absolutely right, Geese.
Down support weapon. Sending down equipment package.
Incredibly good haul clear. Do you prefer the new or the old sound?
For prosperity!
Helldiver KIA deploying replacement.
Old, yeah, I do too.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Yeah, the sound changed and the animation slightly, I believe.
The has landed.
Oh, no.
Have a taste of democracy!
Nice. Oh my days. Not great.
I need stim!
Not bad against the flesh mobs. The fact you can run with it's pretty cool as well. It's gonna kill me again, I think. That's taken a lot of hits. I'm dead.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Ready to liberate.
Yeah, great against the flesh, bad against harvesters, yeah.
Sending down support weapon.
Yeah, the problem you have now, though, is that until they fix Leviathans...
Critical stratagem available.
I mean, I'm always biased towards non-backpack weaponry anyway in any faction. I just don't rate recoilless and things like that over other weapons, but that's not that I'm saying that they are better or worse. That's just my opinion, the way I like to play. But yeah, Leviathans are insane. Yo, Tobias, you take care, man. Thanks for hanging out. Flame free need arc armor. Yeah. My boy's getting cooked. Provided I don't get slapped into oblivion, which is gonna happen.
Helldiver lost. Sending replacement.
We got slapped into oblivion.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Democracy has landed.
I mean, that wasn't a bad bit of footage because it shows the weak point, sorry, of using said weapons. Do you know what? I'm just going to fill in the blanks later. I'm going out my mind doing this on stream. I'm going out my damn mind. So let's get this set up, shall we? Hey, Tobias, you have a good one, man. What? Why will you not minimize? Yeah. No, we're not done. Far from it, bro. Far from it. Need to figure out the aspect ratios going on here. They're all over the place. This is okay, right? Putting me in the top corner is probably better than... How's that looking, chat? Do you need the chat to be bigger or smaller? It's not going to come much further out here. I don't know if I want the chat to be... Yeah. To move it round now. Nice, annoying. Make a difference. Okay, does this look acceptable, chat? Okay. Okay, chat, so Feel free to dip in here. I'm just going to record it and see how we do. Okay, chat. Illuminate support weapons. Let's rank them. Feel free to chip in. I'm going to go out on a limb straight away. Start with the Wasp. And I'm going to put it straight into S tier. Just to set that top marker. Actually been sleeping on this a while. If you haven't played this yet, folks, make sure you do, because it is absolutely cracked. It 4-shots flesh mobs. It can 1-shot overseers. It struggles a little bit with harvesters. You do have to fire quite a lot off to get the bang for buck for it. But if you pair this with a nice primary weapon, incredibly powerful. If you can strip the shields off, you make life a lot easier for yourself, obviously. But I would say for me, the fact that you can run around blowing up flesh mobs, not only easily, but at range, and the lock-on just makes it an absolute dream to use. I don't know what anyone else thinks about this, but for me, S tier, probably at the top of the S rank as well. The only thing I would say about it is, obviously the reloading can be a bit of a pain, but I think it's quite straightforward personally. S tier for me. Gigant says, question, the second other ammo type just doesn't feel useful. Does it need a buff or is it for something else? Yo, Chaos, how's it going? I've always been a fan of the Wasp, says Cow. Yeah, I like it. I think it's absolutely solid. Next, I'm going to go straight in to the other side of the tier system. Let's go next with the Sterilizer. So the Sterilizer for me is a D tier weapon. I just don't find it useful. I think it's a bit of a meme. Can you do well with it? Absolutely. It is fun to play if you're memeing. But for me, if we're being real, particularly the way I play, it's a D for me. It just doesn't ever feature. Could they make it better? Absolutely. 100%. I don't know what you think, chat. And obviously, sound off in the comments below if you've got any different thoughts on this. But for me, it just feels like a bit of a meme weapon. And for that reason, I'm going to put that at the bottom in D tier. We've got S and D set up there now. So now it's about filling in the middle. Yo, Menti, how's it going, man? I do think the second fire mode is bad. Sterilizer for a primary weapon. Gigant's just said something interesting there. Sterilizer for the primary weapon instead of a stratagem support weapon. Yeah, that's cool. That's not a bad idea at all. My only thing with the Wasp is on Mega Cities, it isn't the best because you need to find space. Yo, K-Hop, how's it going? Let's discuss the machine guns next. I think the machine guns are often an interesting one to discuss because people have very varied opinions of this. I'm going to go quite bold and put the HMG 206 at S tier. We'll discuss whether it's better than the Wasp or not in a moment. But I just find the heavy armor pen, the way this thing shreds through flesh mobs, the way this thing can shred through stingrays, it can shred through harvesters, it gets through the shields of things as well, so there's no annoying weapon switching. It does incredible work, especially if you're playing it in loadouts with the sentry and other high fire rate weapons. Put this on high RPM and it just blasts. It's incredibly strong, and I know people have varied opinions on whether they prefer this versus the MG43 on the Stalwart, and we'll discuss them in a moment, but little spoilerino here, folks. I prefer the MG206 over the 43, and the reason for that being is I just value the shreddage and the way that it punches through things quicker and better. Some people would argue that the MG43 is actually better because it handles better. I know some people might put this in S. I'm going to say, for me, and we might revisit this in a moment when we put a few more things on the board, but I'm going to put this either low S or high A. I think if I put it in high A, I'll probably be getting roasted. I think that maybe a low S tier for this, potentially. What do we think, chat? I'm interested to hear your thoughts. I'm actually going to place this here for now and just see what we say. See what people have to say. I'm going to leave this as a talking point, actually, because I think this could be quite interesting just to hear what people think. I'm really torn between it being high A and low S. Chaoski Heavy Machine Gun is great. However, personally, I'd throw it in A tier, being let down by its recoil. MGS HMGA, so Gigant's gone the other way. I think people would agree in some cases, but I don't agree. I put the HMG 206 in S. I prefer it. I don't struggle with recoil control. I've figured the weapon out. I use it a lot. It's not that hard to control it without peak physique. It's actually quite straightforward. So I think it's more of a feel thing. But I understand why people may put it the other way around. But just for me personally, I'm going to put the HMG 206 higher. I don't know if me putting the MG43 in A is perhaps a little bit harsh. Let's move on to the Stalwart. So the Stalwart's interesting, isn't it? Because the Stalwart, if you use it with the Eruptor, this thing absolutely slaps. It's incredibly powerful. In fact, all three of the weapons are very strong in terms of how they pair with the Eruptor. The Stalwart is interesting in this regard. I think for me, Stalwart on a high RPM, especially in a Gatling loadout, is S tier. I would say that the fire rate and the rotation you can play with this, spraying it into a flesh mob and then using the Eruptor alongside it, it's just absolutely amazing. It doesn't matter which way around you do it. I don't know if you've tried this. Fire an Eruptor shot, rotate into the Stalwart, and it rips through it. Same applies for the other MGs as well. K-Hop says, my thoughts are HMG can take out more than what the MG and the Stalwart can. I agree. That's my reasoning, but I'm comfortable with the HMG as well. Stalwart, I'd go A tier. Used to be S, but with primaries and barrel magazines kind of diminishes its use. I would say so against Terminids. I don't feel like you can feel it as much against Illuminate, if I'm honest. I'm thinking about the... I don't know, actually. The lib carb's actually pretty good against Illuminate at times, isn't it? Interesting. I'm going to stick with what I've done here. HMG 206 for its heavy pen, I feel trumps the MG43 just because I find it fine to handle, even though some people would disagree there. And the Stalwart, being able to move with it and pair it up with things like the Eruptor just makes absolute mincemeat of everything that usually threatens you. The only thing that there is a problem with is things like Harvesters. It just doesn't do anything to them, or rather, it doesn't do a lot to them. So that's the only shortcoming of that. That's the only shortcoming of that. Stalwart is A, I feel. You basically have to take Eruptor or something to take out Stingrays and Harvesters. Yeah. I think it needs to be paired. So let's go to one of my... In fact, before I do this, chat, which one's laser cannon? Is that laser cannon? Or is that laser cannon? Top row or bottom row? You let me know. I can't remember which is which. Bottom. Next up, I'm going to go with one of my favorite weapons that's in the game at the moment, and that's the laser cannon. I'm really... I'm so tempted to put this in S, but I think the reason why I find this such a strong and powerful choices because I often play it in a fire gas wombo combo. I feel to get the most out of the laser cannon, you need to play a very specific way. Obviously, you can rotate with different weapons to mean you never need to reload and keep it going constantly, and that's so strong. But that being said, if you are playing the laser cannon in isolation and not pairing it off with scythe, not pairing it off with double-edged sickle, not pairing it off with gas dog, gas grenades, then it doesn't perform as well as you would hope. I'm really torn between low S, high A. I've got to be careful here because I've said that I think the MG43 is an A tier weapon. Is the laser cannon better than the MG43 against Illuminate? That's the question. If the answer is no, then it is absolutely an A tier weapon. So let's break this down. The laser cannon can break shields fairly well. It can take out a harvester with about a full battery charge, a full heat sink rather. It can melt flesh mobs in the right circumstances. But if you took the MG43, that melts them much more consistently. So I'm thinking that actually, having said that out loud, the laser cannon is not better than the MG43. I wouldn't say it performs better. I guess on those grounds, it's probably going to be an A tier choice for me, which pains me because I absolutely love it. And actually, I would say the laser cannon recently has been one of my most played weapons. But for this tier list, if I'm being real about it, I think, yeah, it's A and it's below the MG43. I can't say it's better than that and look people straight in the eye. Chaoski says, I think the laser cannon carries a bit of stigma. It used to be ass, but has improved a lot over time. It's insane now because the fire damage rework helps a lot. The bigger a target, the more fire damage is done, I believe. I think that's very good. As much as I like the laser cannon, I think it's also the MG being better than the laser cannon. I think it's fair to put it here. I don't think we can really say it's better than the MG43. I can sleep well with that rating. AMR. Now, this weapon is a really interesting one. I love the AMR. And I'm perhaps a little bit biased because it was one of the weapons that I originally fell in love with. I used to love using it against bots. It was such a fun playstyle to me, rotating this around with the sickle. And I've had some really great success with the AMR using it in conjunction with the Scorcher. If you use the Scorcher and you switch to the AMR and mag dump into targets that you haven't finished off, it's absolutely awesome. And you can obviously take out Stingrays with the AMR. You can take out the harvesters, I believe, in 4 hip shots, which is absolutely awesome as well. But this all comes with the caveat that you need to have absolutely awesome aim. And no matter how good you are at aiming in this game, you are always going to find yourself being slapped, aim punched, and that can be very detrimental. So straight away, I'm going to say that this isn't an S tier weapon. I'd be inclined to place this in low A. It shreds flesh mobs if you can land all your hits quickly. It shreds harvesters. It can pick watchers out of the sky. It can pick overseers out of the sky. But does that warrant it being higher than the laser cannon? Are there weapons that do this better? It's not very good for horde clear, which is quite detrimental. You can do some wild aiming jobs with this. You really can. It's such a strong weapon if you can aim well. But it's very inconsistent. I think that's probably a good way to look at this. This weapon is inconsistent and not necessarily because of players' faults, just because it's hard to hit those shots when things are going crazy. Its main strength is its range. I actually play it up close and personal a lot of the time and just mag dump. I fire the Scorcher shots off and then I mag dump, and it works really nicely. It's a bit of an unorthodox play style. Is it better than the laser cannon? No, it's not. Is it better than the laser cannon? No way. I'm just looking at what we have left. And I'm thinking about weapons like the arc thrower. Like, the arc thrower is better than the AMR, I would say. Is the grenade launcher better than the AMR? Again, it's more consistent. I'm going to place this in low A. I think that once you've got the hang of it, it's worth using, but it is inconsistent. This will be a very low A choice. It will not be anywhere near the top. It's quite far away from S, but I wouldn't place it in B. I just feel that the fact that you could take out harvesters and the fact that you can shred through flesh mobs makes this a really nice choice. It's a bit of a niche choice. And it used to be a bit better back in the day, actually. When Illuminate first dropped, it was a much more viable pick. But now, nah. What do we think, chat? Lower A, says Mako. You agree? That I'll talk about the arc grenade launcher in a moment, Chaos. No, it's not. It's still solid, though. What next? AMR personally is B. Yeah, I can see why people would place it in B. I get it. I do get it. I just feel its performance is strong against what I mentioned before. And if you know what you're doing with it as well, not that I'm not saying that you don't, but I feel like when you know what you're doing with it, you can get some really good mileage out of it. Let's take a look at our friendly airburst. I'm saying that laughing. I know some people love this weapon, and I know some people swear by it, funnily enough. It's great at clearing chaff, and you can do some really wacky stuff with it, but it's just so wonky. It's not consistent. It's pretty trash, in my opinion. I'm not going to put it as low as the sterilizer. I do think that it has more of a place in a loadout, and if you are one of those Helldivers that has mastered, in inverted commas, how this thing works, you can do some nutty stuff. It is pretty decent. But, nah, for me, this is a solid C-tier weapon. It just doesn't do enough. When you land it right in the middle of a group, yeah, it can clear out chaff, and it can sometimes do more than what you would expect against flesh mobs and overseers and all that good stuff. But for me, it just doesn't feature. I don't see it used a lot, but when I do, I always see it causing carnage. I think it's just a little bit of a mess. It's good if it lands. Like, you can hit flesh mobs, you can hit overseers, and if you get it right, it can one-shot. But I just think it's so inconsistent. So inconsistent. Yo, Pascal. No, this is for Illuminate. Thomas S, how's it going? Airburst. Yeah, there you go. Airburst, one hits flesh mobs and clears hordes. It's good, in my opinion. So there you go. Thomas likes it. Thomas likes it, and might potentially be a bit kind of surprised that I'm putting it as low as I have. What do you think, Thomas? Where would you place it? And this is what's great about Helldivers. People have different opinions on this. We have these discussions. S tier when it was an hilarious team killer, yeah. Yo, Natural says MG43 is S tier and Heavy MG is A. We've literally been debating that. We've literally been debating that. And I've put it heavy. I put heavy in S just because I prefer it. I don't find the recoil a problem, and I value the heavy pen over the lower pen. Thomas would put it in B+ because of team kills. I've put it in C. It's S tier versus Helldivers, yeah. I enjoyed it on open maps and towns, as I said earlier. I love it, but put it in C tier, yeah. It's going in C tier, guys. It's staying there. Let's take a look at the spear next. Like, the spear is an interesting one against Illuminate. We were just testing it before. It can one-shot a harvester if you bust the shield, which is really nice. It's not great against flesh mobs. It's two-shot in flesh mobs. That's not great. But obviously, you'll know where I'm going with this. Our friendly Leviathan goes down, and I believe it's 4. It's an important one to take sometimes, I think, now. And where this weapon strength really lies is if you can team reload and have 2 people using this, you can absolutely decimate Leviathans. And at the moment, that is needed. Other than that, though, you're kind of pinholding to that role. Like, if you're running around on a map where Leviathans don't spawn, it's not great. I'm going to put the spear, for that reason, in B. I enjoyed it on open maps. Are you talking about... Yeah, you're talking about that. Yeah, B tier for me against Illuminate. Definitely. And I don't think there's much else to talk about, really. It obviously takes out Stingrays. I don't think there's much else to talk about. B. And if we just do a little checkpoint now, a little reflection of what we're looking at here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 9 support weapons left, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've done half of them. We've got a nice equal spread here. We've got a nice equal spread. After a few bad games, I almost want to be the spear guy. I've had enough of the levy. I think we all have. It's a niche weapon, but very good at its niche. If you love being the anti-tank guy and you play with someone who is playing off you as well with the spear and you're doing team reloads, it is very fun. But you've got to want to be that person. That would be my opinion on this. The recoil. Which one's the recoilless, guys, before I talk about this one? Is it that one or that one? The far left or the one on the right of the commando? I always get mixed up. Which one's which? They need to change this, these icons, or do something labeling them. Name them or something. It's crazy. First, whilst we're on the topic of anti-tank, let's take a look at the recoilless rifle. So the recoilless rifle absolutely splatters most things it comes into contact with. It's very strong against harvesters. You can one-shot a harvester if you hit it in the right place. It takes out things like Stingrays. It can do serious work to Leviathans, especially if you have it on the team reload. When you're in the heat of battle, though, is it S tier? Is it A tier? Is it better than the spear? Is the recoilless better than the spear? That is really the question at the moment. See, I prefer playing the spear. I prefer being self-sufficient. I prefer locking on. It one-shots. How does this do against flesh mobs? It one-shots, doesn't it? If you're in close quarters, it's no good. You could argue the spear's no good as well. It's got its reload mechanic, so you can shorten the reload. 3-shotting Leviathans. For me, it's a question of if it's low A or high B. It's difficult as well, chat, because I don't use anti-tank weapons as much as most people. Like, I am a non-backpack player, admittedly. I use them. Illuminate, I've been using the recoilless purely for Leviathans. Purely for Leviathans. Like, if I'm playing with the recoilless, and because of the way Leviathan missions feel now, I'm even in some cases not spending my shots just in case a Leviathan appears. So in its use cases, is it better or worse than the spear? I'm going to say it's probably better than the spear because of its ammo economy. And if you, again, have people using team reload mechanics with this, it probably edges out the spear in that regard. Is it A tier? I feel like its use cases are still strictly Leviathan. I don't feel like it warrants being placed in A tier. That might absolutely devastate some people who are team recoilless, but for me, it's a high B. It's going to go above the spear. It edges it out because of the ammo economy. I don't think it's an A tier weapon against Illuminate. I really don't. I feel like you might be having a different conversation if it was against bots. But I think it's B. I don't think it's A. Commando is a very interesting one. You get 4 shots with the Commando. If you strip the shield off a Harvester, you can take it out in 4 shots now, which is absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. So that's a really nice touch. Does it perform effectively against flesh mobs? Yeah, it's pretty solid. It performs pretty well against all the units. It's got quite a low cooldown. The real question will be, is it better than the expendable anti-tank? I would say yes, it is better than the expendable anti-tank. I would say it's better than the expendable anti-tank. The expendable anti-tank takes out flesh mobs in 3 shots. The expendable anti-tank takes out the Harvester in 3 shots. The beauty of having the Commando is you don't need to worry about it. It's boom, boom, boom. So the Eat doesn't take out flesh mobs in 1 shot. From the experience we just had previously. An Eat does 2,000 damage per shot and flesh mobs have 6,000 HP. Well, how have you been getting that? How have you been doing 6,000 damage with the Eat on a flesh mob? Are we in a use case here where it's better against Harvesters, but not so much against flesh mobs? Pretty sure we just did that test, didn't we? And it was 3 shots. Eat does not 1-shot flesh mobs. Yeah, I thought that was right. It does 2,000 damage and there's 6,000 HP on a flesh mob. Put Eat and Commando equal. I like the Commando guide, but the Eat hits harder with their cooldowns. You rarely at a loss for Ordnance. Nothing really 1-shots flesh mobs. Apart from a 500 kg. Or a Hellbomb backpack. Yeah, Magic Stick, it's mathematically impossible for that to happen, though. So if it's been happening, I don't think it's been working as intended. Maybe there's some jank going on there, but the Eat definitely doesn't 1-shot. We were just testing it. It does 2,000 damage. So if it's doing it, and in the games you've been playing, then something must be going on because it does 2,000 a hit. Which is entirely possible in this game because we've seen how things work sometimes. But we did a few tests earlier on with it, and it was not getting one shots, it was 3-shotting. Been doing squads. Could be potentially. Could be. So let's just summarize then. The commando takes out a harvester with 4 shots. How many shots does it kill a flesh mob with? Just remind me. I can't remember. But for me at the moment, the commando's edging the eat because of the fact you've just got the 4 shots in your hand and you're not having to pick up the second one. The few why not both commando and eat runs I've done have been satisfying. Yeah, fair enough. It's a great weapon. Dragains, welcome. How does it do against flesh mobs? That's what I'm interested in. At the moment, I'm leaning towards putting it in low A. High B or low A. Weak points can be 2-shotted on harvesters with the commando or the eat. I just feel like it's... Are you going to be taking it all the time? I'm stuck with this one. So do you know what? I'm going to put it high B. I feel like you can get some decent kills with it, but you are again at the mercy of accuracy, and the consistency of it's not quite there. It's not like something like the Wasp. It's not like something like the HMG. It's just not quite going to be there every single time you turn for it. Is it better than the spear and the recoilless? I think it is, because the use cases of it would suggest that you'd find more value in taking it. We're in a weird state with Illuminate because we've got to take care of Leviathans. We've got to. And at the moment, the way they behave, you've kind of got to you've got to spec for that job. Like, you've absolutely got to spec for that job. So let's go for the eat then. The eat is not as good, I would say, as the commando. I just don't think the fact that you've got to, in some cases, pick it up 3 times. So that's a full stratagem rotation, means that it's not as effective. I think it's a fairly straightforward decision here. I'm going to put this... It's not as good as the recoilless because... Is it... Tricky. I'm going to put it bottom B because I think ammo economy... No, I'm not. Discuss. Let's discuss. If you were in a Leviathan mission... and you were not taking your anti-tank, would you see more value in the eat or something else? Because for me, this can either go bottom B or mid B. It's behind commando for sure, but is it behind recoilless? I use airburst before eat on Illuminate. I would definitely not be doing that, Dragains. Do you know what? I'm going to put it before the spear, but behind the recoilless. I'm going to put it behind the spear. Sorry, in front of the spear, behind the recoilless. The railgun. Now, the railgun has had a bit of a buff in the sense that it plays better against the harvester. But playing it holistically and the precision it requires, it's not like it is against bots. It just doesn't perform well against overseers. It doesn't perform well against harvesters, really. I mean, you can get, is it 3 shots? Since they've made the eye weak spot more viable to hit, the railgun has improved. Would you say it's great, though? It's cool. Don't get me wrong. We dropped a couple earlier. It's a great feeling. But is it something you're going to take? It's absolutely trash against flesh mobs. It's absolutely trash against flesh mobs. Is it better than the airburst? It's better than the airburst. Its precision is definitely a downside. I would have to say that using the railgun against Illuminate is a real pain because of the melee range they get into versus bots where it's much easier. I think that for me, other than the way it performs against harvesters, it's not a particularly effective weapon against Illuminate. I would not put it anywhere near A. I don't think it's as effective as anything we've got in B. Is it more effective than the airburst? Because it doesn't TK, yes, but I don't think it matters too much where we put this. I'd be more inclined to use the railgun just because I'm more comfortable with it. So for that reason, I am going to put it above the airburst. Obviously, the airburst can do much more work to hordes. The airburst isn't consistent. The railgun is, it's just very difficult to use. So I'm going to pop that in high C. Arc Thrower, absolutely awesome against Illuminate. If you want to go on Horde Clear duty, it just CCs and absolutely wrecks everything. I don't think this needs much discussion. It's not S tier for me. You can kill things like harvesters, but it does require you to get close. And it will require you to use probably the arc armor. The same with the flamethrower in a moment. Is it better than the MG43? I don't think so. Is it better than the laser cannon? Is it better than the laser cannon? I think it is. I do think it is. I think it's more consistent. I think it's more consistent than the laser cannon. So I think it was actually an A-tier choice here in the middle. I just feel that if you get into a rhythm and have the right loadout surrounding you with this weapon, you are absolutely onto a winner. You get some insane kill counts using this thing. Your team absolutely love you if you know what you're doing with it. And if you use it in an energy weapon setup with the scythe or something like that as well, you're also laughing. You can use it with the eruptor. It's quite versatile. It's quite versatile. The only thing the arc thrower isn't good at is dealing with aircraft enemy. So you mean the Stingray. Yeah, that's true. So pair it with the eruptor and you've got that covered. It's also really nice when you are just overwhelmed. It becomes a teammate repellent. I always say with the arc thrower and the blitzer, if you want to use these weapons to the highest level, you are the person that needs to be thinking about positioning. It's one thing that is incredibly positional, and people that use it and go around killing their teammates, That's on you, not your teammates. If you can use the arc thrower to a high standard and you are constantly scanning and positioning, I used to be absolutely crazy for this when Blitzer was my favorite against bugs. I would always manage to get through rounds without getting a single team kill because I would always make sure before I started firing, I would stay in front of people. I would keep out of harm's way for them. I feel the same about the arc thrower. I also had a stint with this playing against bots a long time ago. Same mindset. You've got to have a mindset that is, don't kill teammates, don't kill teammates. If you are locking in with this weapon, it's incredibly strong. And I'm of the opinion that if you team kill, that's your fault, not your teammates. The question is, does it belong over the laser cannon? Does it belong over the laser cannon? Laser cannon can deal with harvesters from range with one heat sink nearly. Almost a full heat sink, so you can actually get away with it sometimes without a reload. You can take out stingrays with the laser cannon. Where it starts to fall off a bit is against flesh mobs. But its ammo economy is great, but so is the arc throwers. It's very, very close. I'm going to put it above the laser cannon. I think that the arc thrower's ability to deal with Horde is just absolutely amazing. And then it also has the ability to deal with the other things we've just discussed. The only thing it can't deal with is obviously stingrays. But bring an eruptor. Bring an eruptor. I've always been a fan of the arc thrower. I think if you haven't locked into the arc thrower and played it a lot, you are not going to enjoy it. It's very, very niche. It's very niche. Very niche. K3, yeah, I'm saying it's at least A tier, maybe not S, but definitely not B for recoilless. Yeah, we had this discussion. The recoilless is always going to be one that people are finding a contentious discussion. I just think that the recoilless currently against Illuminates, Leviathans are what it's brought for, really. I just don't find it as useful as the things that are above it, personally. That being said, you are not the only person in the chat, though, K3, that would believe it is a higher ranked choice. And that's the beauty of a tier list. It's a discussion. And it's my opinion. But people are entitled to their opinions. It's all good. K-Hop says, I think the laser cannon does a little better close quarters than the arc thrower. Yeah. Yeah. But it's positional, isn't it? I like them both. I like the laser cannon and the arc thrower debate's cool as well. Would I use both of them? Absolutely. My most used weapon in the last month has been the laser cannon. I love the laser cannon. But this is what I was saying before, chat. The arc thrower and the laser cannon are both very niche weapons. If you are not used to the playstyle they require to get the most out of them, you're not going to enjoy them as much. The laser cannon is decent on its own. If you use it with gas, and if you use it with the scythe, and you use the rotation approach, the fire gas wombo combo, and you get confident with using that rotation, you can absolutely cook everything. And those of you that watch the channel a lot will know I was locked into this when Super Earth got invaded. I was clearing up using that setup. We had numerous people go, wow, that looks good, let me try it. And then coming back and going, oh my word, what a strong combo. It is very, very good. Very, very good. If you haven't used the laser cannon and the fire gas wombo combo, absolutely give it a try. Play it for a couple of missions. Force yourself to rotate constantly. It's ridiculous. Buffed lasers made the laser cannon so much more fun. Now, if you combine this with the Dickle or with the Scythe, insane. Absolutely insane. Such a strong combo. Such a strong combo. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's leave it there. Autocannon. Autocannon's a great one. You've got flak rounds and you've got Aphex rounds. Like, this thing is really, really fun to use. It's really fun to use. Flak against groups of flesh mobs, overseers, horde. If you can aim and spam, absolutely awesome. So, so good. Where it falls a little bit flat is against harvesters when you're using the regular shot. I wouldn't put it in S tier. I wouldn't put it in S tier. I definitely wouldn't put it in B tier either. I think that it's definitely an A tier choice. Is it better than the AMR? The reason why I'm pausing on that is because I feel like having the AMR opens up the backpack slot. But the autocannon absolutely splatters. Absolutely splatters everything. It's for me, I'm thinking about the flak rounds, to be honest. I'm thinking about the flak rounds. Got to be S. I don't agree. It's not S tier. It's not an S tier weapon. Not against Illuminate. Is it better than the laser cannon? It's a very versatile weapon. It is a very versatile weapon. Would I use the autocannon over the laser cannon? Personally, no, I wouldn't. But I'm trying to be a little bit more wider thinking. The laser cannon, infinite ammo, constantly on the move, frees up a backpack slot. You've almost got a choice here between high burst and sustained damage. That's essentially what you're looking at. You're looking at high burst, lack of ability when reloading, very devastating when you're in the right position. Two different types of ammunition, flak, and of course, the regular shot. Very, very attractive versus infinite ammo, constant maneuverability, a free stratagem slot. The autocannon is not great against harvesters. Autocannon can break spawners. Interesting debate going on. Wow, I never noticed it has different rounds. I've been sleeping on it. Yeah, the absolutely awesome burst capabilities of the flak. If you haven't used flak, it's so good, man. If you get flak ammo on the go, it claps. It's really, really strong. It's really, really strong. Is it better than the MG43? No. Is it better than the arc thrower? Potentially. Is it better than the laser cannon? Potentially. It's around here somewhere. Top of A. AC is top of A. So we've got a few people who think top of A. I don't think it is. It shouldn't be S, Pardo. It shouldn't be S. Right after the MG43. You think here. Which gun or support weapon comes with the zoom scope and side reflex sight? I don't agree. I think it is not as good as the MG43. I think the debate here is where does it go in these slots? Before we place it, which gun or support weapon comes with the zoom scope and a side reflex sight? Which weapon is that? The arc thrower can reach pretty far. Yeah, I don't think any weapons has 2 scopes. I'm trying to think. Does anyone know the answer to that, chat? What do we think? There are no side scopes. All I keep thinking about is like playing Rainbow Six Siege or COD when you say that. Or Battlefield. Yo, McDingle fart, how's it going? Arc throw is 35 meters. How you doing, McDingle fart? Okay, it's better than the AMR. Ooh, it's better than the AMR. Cutterwork says technically the new pistol has 2 scopes. Okay, right. Let's lock in. Enough chatter about scopes on weapons. Let's lock in. Autocannon, better than AMR. I don't think it's as good as the MG43, personally. Arc thrower zaps the life out of everything. It can stun lock. It can stun lock everything. The laser cannon. Right, I'm going to start again. This is, by the way, this is for the purpose of the video, so I can edit it, by the way, guys. So apologies if I keep repeating myself. The autocannon is better than the AMR. Is it better than the laser cannon? I would say yes, it is. Its clear ability is fantastic. It's very, very strong against large groups en masse. It doesn't require you to spread fire around. It also doesn't require you to use specific setups to get the most out of it. So it's definitely above the laser cannon. Is it better than the arc thrower? The arc thrower is more consistent than the laser cannon. But the arc thrower can't really deal with things like harvesters. It can't deal with UFOs. It can't really hold its own when there are a wide variety of enemies on the field. I would say that the autocannon edges it in quite a lot of areas. The only thing that the arc thrower's got over it is obviously the infinite ammo and the maneuverability. But I wouldn't say it's particularly important in that regard. I personally would use the arc thrower over the autocannon, but that doesn't mean that it's better than the autocannon. That's just my play style. So I think I am actually going to put I think I am going to put the autocannon above the arc thrower. Would I put it above the MG43? No, I would not. I'm putting it in high A, but I'm not putting it at the top of A. I just feel that the MG43 feels more useful. It feels more comfortable to use against Illuminate. I'm putting the MG43 at the top. Drugade, let's go. Last time I played Helldivers 2, the space station update was going to launch. I love the grenade launcher with supply pack. That was the first loadout I ever used. That was the first loadout I ever used against bugs. The first video I ever made that was a loadout video was the supply pack and the grenade launcher. It was very, very fun to use. Okay. Grenade launcher while we're on the topic. The grenade launcher. It's better than that. It's better than the sterilizer. It's better than the railgun. It's better than the airburst. It's better than everything in B tier. It's better than the AMR. This is where I start to think. It's either it's either very low A or very high, very low S or very high A. Oh no, the grenade launcher. The grenade launcher club are here now. Grenade launcher is absolutely terrible against harvesters. Absolutely terrible. It's also highly effective against flesh mobs. Highly effective against hordes. It can be spammed. It can be run with a supply pack. And you can do devastating work. You can't really deal with stingrays consistently with it, I would say. In fact, I'm saying that, and I'm actually like, have I ever fired the grenade launcher at a stingray? It's not something that I use a lot against Illuminates. I'm going to put the grenade launcher. We're not doing the de-escalator Dragains because it's bugged. They need to fix it before we can give it a proper look. Do you know what? I'm going to put the grenade launcher... I'm going to put the grenade launcher above the AMR, but below the laser cannon. I just feel that the grenade launcher can deal with hordes really quickly. If it's fueled by the supply pack, you don't really even need to aim well with it. You can just sort of spam in the middle of everything and cause some utter devastation. The only place it's really falling short for me is harvesters, but that's okay because we can deal with that other ways. Is it better than the laser cannon? I don't think it is. I would personally put it between these two. Let's bear in mind, chat, as well, this A tier that we're kind of deliberating around, this is so close. Like, this is so close. You could use any of these weapons and argue things being better than the other. Absolutely. Flamethrower. You can take out harvesters surprisingly quick. It just doesn't feel as good, in my opinion, when you have to use the arc armor to get close to them, but you can take them down pretty quickly. Takibo does a great video where he breaks down how all these weapons work against harvesters. The flamethrower's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane against harvesters, but you've got to use the arc armor, which I think pulls it down. Pips has got a great build for the flamethrower as well. I just don't know if I rate it though, chat. I just don't know if I rate it. Real question, what's the best all-round armor for squids? Either siege ready heavy or engineering. So, flamethrower, great for trash. Great for killing harvesters if you're using the arc armor. B for me, have to play quite close to flesh mobs and harvesters. It's a low A, high B for me. Low A, high B. Low A, high B. I'm going to put it. I'm finding this one hard, actually. Is the AMR better than the flamethrower? I would say it probably is. It's too niche against Illuminate. It's far too niche. Flamethrower can kill harvesters. It can deal with chaff quite easily, but it requires you to be close to overseers. It requires you to be close to flesh mobs. It also requires you to use arc armor to deal with harvesters, which is not particularly favorable. I actually don't think it's as useful as all these things. Do you know what? I'm going to put it low B. I'm going to put it low B. And that leaves us with the Queso, the last one, the Quasar Cannon. The Quasar is not D tier. Is it better than the Airburst? Yes. Is it better than the Railgun? Yes. It's got infinite ammo for a start. That's always nice. Is it better than the Flamethrower? Yes. Would I ever take this over the Recoilless and the Commando against Terminids? Yes. It's an S tier pick for Terminids, in my opinion. Squids, I just don't feel like you get much out of it, if I'm honest. I feel like I'd rather take the AMR or the laser cannon. It's definitely in B tier for me. Is it better than the Commando? The Commando can take out a harvester in 4 shots. The Quasar, with its, is it 15-second cooldown it has? How many hits does a harvester take? Is it 2? Got a 15-second cooldown. And the wind-up time. So the output is similar-ish. 1 in the leg. What would you use it? The thing is, what would you use it with? What would you use it with? Of course, I could charge on a 15-second CD. I take the Quasar over the recoilless rifle. Yo, final boss. Thank you so much, man.
Donation.
Appreciate that.
What an absolute legend. firm handshakes, a round of applause, and grab 'em a drink.
Ark is the GOAT, says Final Boss. Hey, Final, appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you. Unbelievable support today again. I'm just thinking before I speak so I can wrap this up. Yeah, okay. So, would I use the Quasar over the Sterilizer? Of course. Would I use it over the Airburst? Of course. Would I use it over the Railgun? Yes, I would. Would I use it over the Flamethrower? No, I don't think I would. I think it belongs in low B. Yes, it can deal with harvesters. It's just not great. The wind-up time, the cooldown, the amount of waiting around and variables that introduces, and the way that the Illuminate play, you quickly find yourself being overwhelmed. It's a single target weapon. I'd find it hard to pair it with something as well. So for that reason, I'm going to leave that at B at the bottom. So that's it, folks. S tier Wasp, S tier HMG 206, S tier Stalwart, A tier HMG 43, autocannon high A, mid A arc thrower, mid A laser cannon, low A grenade launcher, low A AMR, high B commando, high B recoilless, high B or mid B rather eat, mid spear, low flamethrower, low quasar, high C rail, low C airburst, D sterilizer. The flag I haven't included, and the de-escalator is bugged, so at the moment we are not going to be ranking that at all. Folks, sound off in the comments below with your thoughts and feelings about where you would place things. And as always, let's keep it civil. People have different opinions on this game and what works and what doesn't. Maybe you've got a different angle that you want to provide. Let's keep it constructive in the comments below. I have a long edit ahead of me, chat. Flag is S. Rival, you want... What do you want in D tier? Or what do you don't in D tier? Yeah, Chris, the recoilless rifle is something that people debate intensely. I've done tier lists a few times, and I've been playing this game since launch. I've had this conversation with people many, many times, and we've done it on the podcast, on Thick's podcast. Like, it's something that I have learnt to just accept that people have different opinions on it. Like, the thing that really irks me about people that debate this type of stuff is when they don't accept that someone else might have a different opinion. That's what really irks me. Like, when people are like, you are wrong, it's like, well, in what regard am I wrong? That's the only thing that ever irks me when discussing tier lists. I think that tier lists in general are pretty personal. The game is there to be played by everybody, and everyone has their own opinions. I also think it matters how long you spend on a weapon. A lot of people will play a weapon and go, no, it's trash. But if they actually spent the time to learn it, and I'm referring to weapons like the laser cannon and the arc there, mainly. And here's another example. If I'd have done this tier list 2 days ago, 3 days ago, the Wasp would have featured much lower. It was only after someone said to me, bro, you've got to try the... Well, it was actually people in the comments on my last video saying, you've got to try the Wasp. I actually played it on Friday night and was like, oh my word. Now that I've actually learnt how to use it properly and not just spam with it, it was a different beast. But like, look at this as a tier list, man. It's pretty well balanced, really. And I think it's also really indicative of where the game's at the moment. Like, yes, this was just for Illuminates, but realistically, the weapons that you're not going to use are kind of the well, I'd say for me, around this point of B. I use the spear out of that list, really. That's the only one I use, personally. Everything here I could use. Everything here I would use. So, actually, this is in a really good spot. What was that like, chat? That's the first time I've done a live tier list, I think. No, it's not the first time I've done a live tier list. I've done it before and I've done it on the podcast, but it's the first time in a long time I've done it. What was that like as content? I'll be real, I found it a little bit difficult because I was constantly getting drawn into conversations. But in terms of the stream, did you enjoy it? That's kind of what I'm angling at. This list proves that we have lots of options and we should become rotating our loadout. FaZe, I think it was great. You did well. It was very good. I enjoyed it. Interesting. I liked the debates. This was fun. FaZe, I think it was great. You did well. I've just read that. Was good and enjoyed the discussion. Yeah, look, chat, I'm going to be honest with you. I need to diversify what I do on the channel at the moment, and this was one of the first steps to doing that. I've now got to edit it because I talked far too much to different people. So I'm going to create an edit of this and put it up as a video. So you'll have your thoughts and feelings on the screen, which is pretty cool. But I am going to try and make my streams during the week not always just be playing the game. I'd like to do a little bit more talking-based videos. I might start preparing stuff. Justice for the Sterry, right to S tier. Great stream. Hey, Rival, thank you so much for the 10, man.
What an absolute legend. Firm handshakes, round of applause.
Yeah, Fish, unfortunately, my channel isn't going to grow if it's just based on gameplay. That's something that I've come to realize. We need to diversify what we do here. So I will be doing more talking things. Not all the time, obviously, but I'm going to try and just use the streams to make content a little bit more. And I will include you. I will include you all. We'll make it debates. Thank you, Rival. Let's do some shout-outs, actually. We had a crazy start to the stream, man. We've got 410 members this month, which is absolutely insane. Cal Plays, multiple donations throughout the stream, man. Absolute legend, as always. Campbell's, Stick of Dynamite with the 5 gifted. Campbell's, Arching with the 5 gifted. Arching again. Campbell's, Counterworks with the 5. Pardo with the gifted. Thack with the gifted. Pardo with the gifted. Gigant with the re-membership. Back again. Mako with the 50. Woo! Final Boss with the 10. Rival with the 10. Unbelievable support from the PSC once again, man. Time to make a PowerPoint why the airburst is S tier. A bountiful harvest of members, says Kaolski. Fruitful, some might say. super awesome support, man. I'm so grateful to you all for being here, listening to me talk. And I appreciate you hanging out for that, because that's new territory for me, what we've done there. It's been a very long time since I did this. So I'm just pleased that you stuck around and you found it engaging. One for the AC. Pardo needs to do one for the recoilless. Funny. Very funny. Stereo AC and airburst all going in S, confirmed. Funny stuff. Now we know what weapons to pick when we join phase in a meme lobby, or to meme phase in a meme lobby. Wow, I can't talk. To meme phase in a lobby. There we go. Support weapon showdown. Panchovitz, don't I came late. Looks like I missed a really good stream. I guess I'll have to rewind the vid and catch the front half. I'll be making a video out of the tier list portion as well. Panachevitz. Now say stroke on tent. Exactly. Funny stuff. The old classic stroke on Trent, laddie. We'll be going Australian on the Squids, mate. Oh, I still haven't recovered from that last one. It must not be Tarkov anymore. Defo Tarkov. 100% Tarks. Here, mate. When are we going to put the Squids on the Barbie, mate? Says Chaoski. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. You're all ridiculous. Woo. OBS hates my internet. What's the matter, Pardo? Yeah, Helldivers 2 is Tarkov-like. Full Tark-like, confirmed. Just ask Pips, just ask the PSC, ask anyone. Full Tarkov. Full Tarkov. Yo, Archin! We'll put the screen back on for you, bro. Archin with the 6.
Round of applause.
Bruddy. There is the tier list that we did today. Helldivers 2 is just a Tarkov mod, says Counterworks. What for a bike ride? Hey, K-Hop, you take care of yourself, man. My connection hates me at the moment, so after the super chat code through, it started loading. I said thank you for the 6, and I also said here's the tier list that we've been working on. There you go. Best Wasp launcher setup I need. We might work on a Wasp launcher loadout at some point. I'll be real, chat. I'm getting a bit sick of making the same videos, so I'm trying to do different stuff. We had a couple of debates, Artin, but we were mostly there or thereabouts. There will be, of course, people in the comments who disagree, but that's the beauty of a tier list. So, it's now nearly 10 PM for me. I now need to edit a video. So I've got a long night ahead of me, chat, but it's been an absolute pleasure. And wow, what a weekend. We streamed Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The support's been absolutely unreal on all 3 streams. I can't thank you enough. We're going to be locking in again on Tuesday. Tuesday! Frank, did you hear that? We're in on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. You heard. But until then, take care of yourselves. Keep having fun. Me and Frank will see you in the next one.